welcome to my video. Today I just did a really nice sort of look using the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. I have used it before using the yellows and some of the oranges. I will link that video up here somewhere. This is sort of like a second impression and I really do like how it turned out. And I'm also trying the Becca Cosmetic Ultimate Coverage Foundation today, so if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, then please keep watching. As always, I'm going to be priming my eyelids with the Too Faced Eyeshadow Insurance. My voice is really scratchy because I literally just woke up. For the eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be using the Take Me Back to Brazil BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. It has 35 really bright colors. First time I used this, I used the yellows. So this time I think I might use the pinks and reds. I have no idea what look I'm going for. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Let's just pray for the best. Okay, I'm gonna start with the lightest and work my way up to darkest. So I'm gonna use, these two look almost identical, don't they? So I'm gonna start with this one, I guess. Just gonna place this all over my eye. I love doing my eyeshadow first because I can be as messy as I want and as creative as I want, and then whatever I don't like or whatever I need to clean up or whatever fallout there is, I just fix it up when I do my face makeup, and it's great. So I'm just gonna put this all over the place because it's going to be my sort of base shade, because it is pretty, like, it's kind of a pop of pink, but it's not like super vibrant, super bright. So as I get darker, I'm gonna do a gradient and keep it lower and lower and lower the darker that the color is. I'm kind of excited to try this palette for Halloween. Next color I'm gonna go in with is this one, the next lightest shade of pink. And I'm gonna focus this more so, oh, that one's pretty bright, on the outside, and then drag it. The funny thing about eyeshadow looks are, like, they look crazy until, like, you're done, until you put the eyelashes on and then you put the rest of your makeup on. Like, sometimes I look at my eyeshadow, I'm like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. It looks like a child used crayons. And then you put eyelashes on and makeup and you're like, oh, this looks not that bad. And then people like compliment you on your eyeshadow skills and you're like, okay. I'm just gonna go in with a clean fluffy brush and just kind of blend the upper part because I want to keep most of my eyeshadow lower. I'm not looking here to be the pink version of Mimi from the Drew Carey show, if you know who that is. I've been trying to sell something on Kijiji for so long. It's a really nice purse. I've dropped the price so much. It's like literally half what the purse is worth. It's a barely used purse. Super beautiful. Really high quality. I guess it is like a spring purse and people are looking to get like winter parkas. I don't know. Next color I'm going to use is this one here. None of these colors have names, which makes it like difficult to follow tutorials, I guess, with this palette. But I mean, really, what would they name it? Like pink 1, pink 2, medium pink 1, medium pink 2. They could name it like Brazilian names, but then would we even be able to say it? I don't know. The mysteries. The mysteries. I didn't do a very good job taking my makeup off last night. This eye was watering and like bringing down leftover mascara. Okay, so this palette's pretty good. It's pretty pigmented. The colors are pretty nice. I mean, I really like how vibrant this all is. Just gonna go back in with my clean brush again and do the same thing. Okay, and last but not least, for the outer edge, I'm just gonna go in straight with the red. Let's just see. I'm literally just pressing this into the outer corner because that's where I want the color to be. So it's pretty bright. Okay, and then in the front inner part of my eye, I'm just going to take a clean brush and I'm going to use this white here that they use at the bottom and just bring it like 2/3 of the way in. I'm not trying to make that part super white, but I'm trying to just make it like a way less deep pink, like a lighter pink compared, so that it's kind of a gradient this way and a gradient this way. I also feel that bringing lighter colors into the inside of your eye make your eye look bigger, as opposed to bringing like all the colorful eyeshadow in. I don't know anything about makeup though. I've never been to makeup school, so I could literally be lying about what's happening. Okay, here's where we're at so far. I'm going to keep going, and then if I want to add anything else, I'm going to. I'm just going to put a very thin line black eyeliner just along my eyelashes line. The reason that I do that is because when I put on my false lashes, I tried my hardest to clamp them closer to my real eyelashes, but sometimes there is a little bit of a gap, and if you put a black liner before, that little gap becomes less obvious when it's black because your eyelashes are also black. So I'm just going in with the Physicians Formula black eyeliner. I think that this works really well. This is from the drugstore. It's in the color Ultra Black. I paid 12 Canadian dollars, so if you're American it's cheaper. And this is a cruelty-free brand, so if you're interested, it works really well. It's really nice. And like, this is old. So yeah, shake it up. And I'm just gonna do a very thin line. Very subtle difference, but it makes a difference when you're wearing the eyelashes. People like to do this next step after they put on their eyelashes, but once I put my eyelashes on, I'm like so nervous to touch them or to move them because I think they'll start like falling off, that I do this step first. So I'm going to put a little tiny bit of mascara just on my eyelashes because it will make them darker, and then they will blend better into my fake lashes. So for mascara, I am using the Essence The False Lashes Mascara. This mascara will literally make you look like you have false lashes, so I'm gonna go in so light-handed just to kind of change the color of my lashes. To apply eyelashes, I always use my black duo glue. What I do is I find a surface like this. So this is literally where I carry all of my lash stuff. And I just put a little dab of glue on the back. I'm just going to be using these cheapy, they're called Whispers Pro Beauty Essentials. They're like wispy sort of lashes, and as you can see, I got them at Winners for $6 Canadian. So they're not expensive, but they're really nice. I'm gonna peel any excess glue from the last time I wore these lashes off. So I'm gonna take each lash and I'm literally just gonna run it through the glue, and I'm gonna focus lots of glue on either end of the lashes. Once I have both my lashes with the glue on them, I do something else just to sort of let the glue get a little bit tacky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my under eyes, and I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Under Eye Primer. This is just a tiny sample size that I think I got around Christmas time. And just for fun, I'll use the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer Pore Minimizing. Just around my nose area. Right here. Cheeks and nose. Back to the eyelashes, I'm going to pick one eyelash up and I'm just going to blow on the glue just to make it a little more tacky. Tacky glue is easier to place, and then when you move it, it doesn't necessarily leave a line of really wet glue. So I'm going to tilt my mirror up so that I'm literally looking down, and I'm going to place, I usually like to place the outer corner. Just like that. Then I take my tweezers and I fit the front corner. And I will move the back corner so that it's not on my eyelashes, but instead on my skin. Once I have them the way that I like, start clamping them down towards my real lashes. My camera stopped recording, but I am trying the Becca Cosmetics Ultimate Coverage Foundation in the color Cashmere. I do have a sample here. I've just dotted it all over my face so far, and now I'm just going to blend it out. The color is really nice. It seems to match my skin tone pretty nice. Once I go in with a brush, I go back in with a beauty blender once I do my concealer. That's just the way I've always done makeup. It's not fully blended, but let's look. It's very, wow, look good. It's very nice. It's got like a blurring effect to it. It's very nice. For concealer, I'm using the brand Marcel Flawless Skin Fusion Concealer in the color Fair. This is a drugstore brand. I believe it also goes by the name Annabelle. The brand, I'm not too sure on that. I do sort of like a lighter concealer, and this one, I don't know, I got the color Fair. You'd think that it would be pretty light, but next time I might get a different, like a lighter shade. This foundation, or this concealer, is very liquidy. It's not super thick like my last concealer that I just finished was the Sephora brand concealer, and it was like pretty thick. I don't know what I like better or if I even care, but that's just what I'm noticing. So I'm gonna take my beauty sponge. Eyebrows, I'm going to be using the Benefit Ka-Brow pomade in the color 02. For powder, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. High Definition powder just to set underneath my eyes. I always tend to get a little bit greasy right there, so I always set there. And then along my jawline, I like to set my makeup. For bronzer, I'm going to be using Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And I'm using an e.l.f. powder brush. Literally just bought it. This smells really nice. This is a really nice bronzer because it's subtle and you can build it up so that when you go right on your face, it's not gonna just leave like a huge bronze mark that you have to try and blend out somehow. So I really like this. Outer contour, I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Shade and Light, and I'm gonna use this middle shade here. For a blush, I'm just going to use this MAC blush. I'm just trying to get rid of this blush. For highlight, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the color Precious Petals. This is a really nice highlight, and it was only like $4 Canadian or $5 Canadian. So, I mean, Wet n Wild is stepping their game up. To finish off my eyes, I am going to use a mixture of this light pink and this pink, and I'm just going to go about 3/4 of the way across. Just to sort of match the top to the bottom. I'm not gonna like blow out the bottom lashes because I'm just going out today like shopping with my mom, so I don't want to look like too crazy. I'm gonna set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And then I like to go back in with my mascara and do my bottom lashes. If I do my setting spray after, I feel that it just brings my mascara onto my face. So I like to set my face first. And for lips, I'm going to be just using this NYX Soft Matte Liquid Lips. I think it's the color 06. I don't know what that means. I thought they had color names. So here is the finished product. I really actually love how this came out. I didn't really know if I would like the pink or red eyes, but I really do like it, and I like the lip color that I paired it with. I think it just goes super nicely. This would be a really nice Valentine's Day makeup, so I actually might do this myself for Valentine's Day. As for the eyeshadows, I think that they went on pretty nice. They're pretty pigmented. I love the colors that come in the palette, and the palette was only $18 US, I believe. So that was a really good deal for 35 really bright colors. I know I was looking at NYX or NYX or whatever it's called, and they had bright colors in a palette, and they were more expensive than that one, and they were always sold out. So I think that the BH Cosmetics one is actually really good. The foundation is super nice. I love how it went on. It made my skin look like glowy and flawless. I would say this is kind of like a satin finish. I did use primer, but I do have like quite a bit of texture. Like you can't really see it on the camera, but you can see like my pores. But I mean, I always have that. That's not the foundation's fault. I really love that Physicians Formula bronzer as well. It just gives like a natural sort of glow, which is super nice compared to what I was using, which is like a way darker shade. That just made me look kind of muddy and gross. I do know that this foundation is quite expensive, so I will be trying it out for a few more days with my Sephora sample. I love that they hand those out. It makes it really helpful. But yeah, I will let you know how it wears. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.